From a season ago, it's Alex Collins. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Second down, Flacco now. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Crabtree, the intended receiver.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Here we go now. Blue 45.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 30. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be a 2nd down.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. And some room to work. Finding some room. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They go play action. Now Mahomes on the move to his left. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Sherman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
That was a good explosive run right there. And it brings up an interesting little dilemma, doesn't it? 4th and inches. Got to decide what they want to do now. Not sure they expected to be in this situation with what they were facing on 3rd down.
And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Allen Bailey in on the stop.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. It's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Here's a first down run with Collins. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second down, Collins. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. It's a safety, Ron Parker, there to make the tackle.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. 3rd down, Flacco from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offensive guys always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Green, blue 45, blue 45.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Dumps that off to Ware. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Eluding the pressure right. And it's complete to Kelsey. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Mahomes now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Ready, green 39, green 39.
Mahomes going to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll go down at the 28. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here we go now. Blue 45, blue 45.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards on the play. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Ouch. Could have been a game-tying touchdown. They'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way. Like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Left. Here we go. Blue 45, blue 45. 57, Mike, 58.
He'll get it up the middle. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They'll begin the drive with Collins. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And some room to roam now. And again the footwork. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, he kind of hit the jackpot there.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They run with Collins, and he's got some space here. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with third down coming up. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Flacco. Flush to his right. Breaks through the contact. Right side, there's Decker. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now Collins finds a seam inside the 40. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Alex Collins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, the two are right there on the brink, aren't they?
Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Flacco. Going deep now for Decker. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey. 4 down.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Terrell Suggs in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tavon Young. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on 1st down? And his throw here's incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Darquan. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll try and run forward with Collins. Able to fight through one tackle. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. To pass, Flacco. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post Because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And out come the Chiefs now. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Okay, Paul, you got four. Let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They run again with Ware. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Nothing in that 1st half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll leave this for Ware. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Chris Jones on the stop.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
2nd down, Flacco now. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to 1st and goal. Here's Flacco. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. The Ravens on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run again now with Darquan. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Orleans Darquan, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker now for the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That one goes for 24 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sideline, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And again, it's Collins. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now. And here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football. And that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
On 3rd down, this is Collins. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them, not necessarily what you...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Mahomes now to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Black 58 round.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play on 3rd down for the Chiefs. 43 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
There we go. Green.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. So he got 3 on 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now he's flushed out left, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. He'll get it up the middle, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When they'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get great. But from the 15, the risk reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Butker now to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Collins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Ravens, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
They call a podcast Poppy. King goes, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chain, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know.